To speak up for my own needs, as I said, is very confusing at first because the world enforced that I was pretending I couldn't see. But once it was clear and everyone agreed that I couldn't see, I was told, at the first day of school, go up and tell your teacher what you need. So I expect the teachers had a heads up on it, but I had to gather my courage and speak up and say, I have trouble, I can't see well, I have trouble reading, please don't ask me to read out loud in class, I can't see the board, and kind of negotiate my accommodations. That led, as time went on, to, at times I had to get extremely clear about it and really advocate. For example, in high school, I took the PSAT with a magnifying glass with standard time, and I mean, I'd be reading with my face on the paper with a magnifying glass just shoved up against my eye, reading at a snail's pace. And I didn't complete a third of the test. I would take a test off the blackboard with a telescope that I had disassembled to change the focal distance so that I could read a blackboard at a relatively close range. And again, reading very slowly, and miss many of the questions because I didn't have time to answer them. And often I wouldn't get accommodated. But for the PSAT, I went into the college counselor and said, look, this just isn't fair. I need that SAT score, and I need to be able to show what I can do. And she initially was not going to order it, but she said there was a large print version of it that had an extended time frame. And once that was permitted and I was able to get a good SAT score, that really did a lot for my sense of entitlement, if you will, and I began advocating more. But I was so deeply ashamed of my disability in those years, really up until my mid-20s, that I didn't advocate unless it was really a matter of some consequence. I would usually pretend that I didn't have a disability. It was just easier and more functional.